kilo fresh shit. Say on kilo fresh shit. Nigga, know they give me headache. Say on kilo fresh shit. Kilo fresh shit. Say on kilo fresh shit. Nigga, know they give me headache. Yeah. Oh, we in the club all night. Many things I don't try. I'm a boy, don't hide. Gas me up, no time. Oh, I'm trending, I don't know why. Oh, I don't need to boost up. I don't stop on my own money.
Baby, follow my command, like zombie. Go down on me, you with your coca body. Follow my command, like zombie. Go down on me, you with your coca body.
DJ Too Bad.
Cause this your milky for fronting now for me. Hold on for me, I no go do me corny. And if you're licking a fighty, I saw me to look. Gelato honey, oh baby, sumo yo di. Baby, kona, waka when you enter my licha. Baby, kona, will you give me sugar, wahala. Macho Mona Lisa, 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 Macho Mona Lisa.
3 minus 1 plus 3 plus 3. Or calculate 24 divided by 3. Simple arithmetic, that is a figure 8. Check and conversate. Shuri be mushy fresh, but like bada. With the ghetto sharp, kraka. Everything sharp, pra. DJ bring it back, you dark bada. Inakwana, inakechi. Everything in marama. Kai with the cash for squander. Inakwana, inakechi. Everything in marama. Kai with the cash for squander.
Everything just little. Fresh.
Ice on my neck, ice on my wrist, you know. That's how I do. If you ain't talking money, please don't call me for a show. That's how I do. 10 million for a show. That's how I do. Never.
DJ Too Bad.
That's how I do. That's how I do. That's how I do. Haraku, how do I do? Like I do. That's how I do. Okay. That's how I do. Okay. That's how I do. Haraku, how do I do? Like I do.
When you see a star, stars always dripping with swag. I pull up in a white Lambo with my dura, come here Rambo. Jenny, I be there what I be a cool. Nabatiri me go on my shileku.
Tonight, I will catch a flight and come see you tonight. Hey, ooh, girl, I want to see you tonight. I will catch a flight and come see you tonight. Cause this distance is killing me for sure. So give me for more, give me meat on top. I want this, your love, oh. Say for instance, I do anything for love, anything at all. You feeling this or not? Make I know what's up, oh. And I will fly to you. I should they waste time. I feel they run to you. I go take flight and I go fly to you. I should they waste time. I feel they run to you. Salty love. Oh girl, you got me wanting more. I can't get enough of your salty love. Oh girl, you got me wanting more. My shit.
DJ Too Bad. DJ Too Bad.
Malaco Ivan, Malaco come, Malaco Ivan, Malaco come, hey, Malaco Ivan, Malaco come, Malaco Ivan, hey, Alogo, yeah, Babulu, yeah, Babulu, Nigo, yeah, Babulu, yeah, Babulu, Nigo, yeah, Babulu, yeah, Babulu, Nigo, yeah, Babulu, hey, yeah, Babulu,
The undisputed king of disco.
It's the undisputed king of disco.
The undisputed king of disco. DJ Toban.
This is Panache. Kumnandi la club hey. Never tell us about petit pepe. Vele seksha yu pepe man. Hey, sha ya, sha yu pepe. Sha ya. Sha ya, sha yu pepe. Sha ya. Sha yu pepe. Just blow the whistle, don't fuss. Push you away, when so turning up here, she was getting dish. Merupa, shop merupa. My name is Panache. No rush, king bizango, everyday crash. Just blow the whistle, don't fuss. Push you away, when so
You way she touch my body, no one let me go. She get me fire, but I no fake at it go. You don't enter body, you feel like me, yo. I know feel them.
Awesome. Good evening, everyone. Good evening, everyone. I see so many smiley, familiar faces. Hey, Jennifer, Obi, Etunde, Adora. Good to see you, Simi, Ijoma, Ian, Akilolu. Hey, everyone. So we would like you to come up on video. It'd be great to see you all. Absolutely awesome to be here. It's like, you know, we can't wait for it to turn around another couple of months for us to see you all. Welcome to our 27th consecutive HRBP Meet-Up. That's almost, 6 years and some. Drum roll. We're excited to have you here. Ian, are you talking to us? So I'm pulling you in. Are you good? Are you here? Hi. Who haven't I mentioned? Smart, hi, I see you. Hi, you all. Tony and the crooked. Tony, you tricked us with that picture for a minute. I thought you were on, but it's your picture. Hi, Victor. Hi, Wamaka. We're excited to have you all here. We have a lineup for you and exciting things to do today, and lessons to learn and wisdom to take away and gifts to win as well. Again, a drum roll to the HR team at MTN. It's a yellow evening. Thank you to Esther. Thank you to Kemi. Thank you to Faye. Thank you to all of the crew in Kim and everyone who made today happen. We are super excited and we are kicking off. I'd like the team to pull the agenda up really quickly so we can connect, just get a sense of what we're doing for the next 90 minutes to 120 minutes. And we'll just sort of kick off soon after that. All right, so already some of us have gotten our dancing shoes on. Jambo Gbemi all the way from Kenya. It is 8:08. We're excited to have you join us. Thank you. We're going to jump right into networking because part of this is also to shape the HR profession in Nigeria, to ensure we're not just a face on LinkedIn that we say hi to or say, yes, is it Aka? Yes, I think I know him. He definitely works for this company, but you're like, oh, Aka, yeah, I met him at the Meet-Up, great guy, great conversation, because we all collectively shape the HR profession in Nigeria, and we're excited that, with COVID, we could pivot into virtual sessions and also keep connecting, because I know some of us may have been hindered our jumbo crew from, I know some people are in Europe who have connected, some people rest of Africa that will not have been able to come into the room with us. So we're super excited to have you all here. So without much ado, I'll pull Oba in just to sort of explain to us how we're going to network for the next 15 minutes. If you've never joined us before, please pop your name in the chat. We have gifts for our first timers. We also know we're all HR people, so integrity is, there's no need trying to emphasize, if you've been here before, because all of us are on the, we're what? Kosher, clean, straightforward people. So if it's your first time, someone's trying to catch the name in the chat, your name, maybe your number or something, fantastic. A couple of names are coming. We do have gifts for you. MTN have been gracious enough to just overwhelm us with dozens and dozens and dozens and dozens and dozens and dozens and dozens of gifts. So we're excited. So after the networking, we'll take a walk from our sponsors. We'll do a music game around MTN and some themes. We introduce our guest speaker. It's Kemi, one of the general managers at MTN, employee persona. I am so looking forward to this session. You won't even believe it. Then we'll have, of course, our usual Q&A quiz session. And then we'll have another networking session, share insights on what the speakers shared, what you'll be taking away, what you'll be doing differently. More music games. We'll share an update from our team, network, and the DJ will be on because today's Friday. And, with the Delta variant out there, we encourage you to be heading home if you're not already home. And Boogie at home and DJ Tobad is in the house. So really quickly, I have to say, some of us try and shy away from from breakout sessions. You're like, oh, it's too small. I don't want people to know me. Maybe my face, I'm not well made up. I've not adjusted my wig. I need to grab something. Those sessions are powerful. You're in a smaller setting. You can connect with somebody you've never met. You don't know who either this individual is the person who's going to help you with the next project you're on, and some insights you can get from, just sort of connecting and putting a face to the name of this individual. So I encourage you to put on your videos when you get into breakout sessions and join the breakout. Some of us don't join. We can't force you to join sessions if you haven't, or if you don't join, but we're encouraging you to. Super excited. I'm going to do a quick shout out to some of the names that I see who are first timers. Iyano, incredible, welcome. We see you. Smart, I think first time as well. Mary Ann, Bumi, Nkechinyere, thank you so much for joining us. Vivian, we have people who are already sort of grabbing your names from the chat. Emeka Nwosu, Bello Adekpeju, first timers. Anthony Johnson, thank you. Bettina, hey, your first time for real, wow. Thank you for joining us. For all our first timers, David Thomas, thank you. Demola Shalakwade, all the way from North America, we thank you for joining us. I don't know how we're going to get your across, but oh well. Okay, thank you for joining us, all our first timers. Bello Adekpeju, Ibifubara Green, thank you so much. Alrighty, so over to you. Just tell us how this will work, our networking session.
Okay, hi, thank you very much, Ngozi, for pulling me into this. Hi, everyone, good evening. Welcome once again to the Asset HRBP Meet-Up for Q3 in 2021. We're glad to have you aboard. So this networking session basically is for us to be able to network ourselves, know ourselves more, and also share some insight with ourselves. You remember, for those who joined us in the last meetup, we had it Oracle. One of the speakers talked about the fact that talent, we don't have so much of quality talent anymore in the pool in Nigeria, as the case might be, and that's boils down the different sector. And more recently, we talk about people moving to other countries like Canada, UK, US. So we're saying that, look, this perceived mass exodus of Nigerian talent to other countries, what can HR people do to manage this? How should we be managing this? What should we be doing as HR people in organization in different areas to managing this? So right about now, I'm going to break everyone into rooms. You'll find yourself in a room of 4 to 5 people. I want you to put your camera on, introduce yourself, talk about just your name, where you work, and maybe your role in that place, and then begin to talk about this. After that, we're going to have one or two people share insight of what they got from that session. So please, when I move into rooms, please accept it and move into your room. Thank you very much. I beg of you. Once I break into rooms right now, we are going to do this for 15 minutes. And I think Ibukun or Aka is taking time for us, 15 minutes. Please accept and go into your room, talk with people, and talk with them. All right? I hope we understand that. Is it clear?
Yes, thanks, Oba. I would like you to pop it in the chat as well. You can pop the question in the chat so people are clear. I think it's also up there. Yeah, very controversial topic. We're sort of, continuing from where we left off when we had our Q2 meetup, something along those lines. But what's your take on that as a HR professional? Again, network, but know who you're connecting with, and then just sort of share your insights. And we'll pull you back into the room in 15 minutes. This is 6, what is it now? 18, it's okay. So in 15 minutes, we'll be pulling you back in at 18:33. All right, we'll give 2 minutes for joining the room. So 18:35, 6:35 p.m., pull everyone back. That works, Oba.
All right, so I'm opening the rooms now. You should be finding yourself in different rooms at this point.
Okay.
So I have a few people unassigned, which I will be moving to some rooms.
All righty. So Kaida, are you keeping time for us? Yeah?
Okay, I'll do that, yeah.
Okay, great. So you tell us when it's 5 minutes, so at 6:30, it's 5 minutes to go, so people
So please just accept, once you see the invitation, accept your room and then move. Thank you. As you do so, enjoy your conversation, meet new people, and network with them. Okay?
All right. And if you're just joining us, welcome. We are getting to breakout rooms to discuss the topic that's showing on the screen, but we also want you to network. So share your name, where you work, what you do, and sort of get a sense of people who are also in your room as well. And we'll see you at 6:35 back in the main room. Yes?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay. All right, I'm joining the room. See you guys.
All right. We'll also be in the room shortly. Okay. I think a lot of people are joining their rooms. This is good. I like this. I Ekong, thanks for joining. Currently, we are in the breakout session now. Shortly, I will assign it into a group that you will join. I'm going to project the question that you'll be discussing with the other of your group members. Okay, is out. Aka, you now didn't join your.
No, I did. I just came in again because I thought that I needed to project.
Don't worry, I've already put it on screen up. I can go back.
Okay, that's
I will manage it at the back end there. Well, yeah.
Oba, how do I join the breakout room? When I'm clicking the breakout room, it's only giving me options.
Oh, yes, you have to pick one because I think you're a co-host, right?
Huh?
So as a co-host, you have to select which of the rooms you want to enter. It's fine.
How do I select?
So
How
just
do I...
click on breakout.
Huh?
Just if you will see join on all of the rooms, each of the rooms have
No,
join
I'm
in
not
blue.
getting that, Oba.
You're not okay.
I'm
Well, I
not
can't
seeing...
even see. I'm trying to even look for which room you should be, but I can't see you. That's the issue. I can't see your name to assign you into a room.
She's in room 13. You're assigned that to room 13.
Room 13.
Check it
Okay, let me reduce. Okay, room 13. Okay, let me move you again so you get the message now. 13. Okay, let me move it to another room that doesn't have so much people. Let me move. Hi, Stephanie. Can you please just join your group, this breakout session? We're currently in the breakout session, and the topic of conversation is right on the screen right now. So just please accept the invite and join your group. Okay, Stephanie has gone. I think I have. Hi, Amelposi. Hi, you're welcome. Currently, we're in the breakout session. I'm going to be assigning to your room just now. So please accept and join your group. Yeah. Okay, thank you. Patience, Emmanuel. Okay, Patience already joined the group. Okay, great. Okay. So we have 5 minutes more.
Hello. Hi, please. I was in group 17 and the network threw me out. Can I be connected back to 17? This is Agatha Kenya, please. The breakout session I was supposed to join 17. That was where I was.
Sorry, mine is actually 21. I think you're trying to put me in 17. This is Shalaye. I'm 21, not 17. I also had the issue. Thank you.
Hello.
Oba, you need to go to room 26. Oba, hi.
Groups breakout section 17. The network threw me out. We're already deliberating on something.
Oba is going to get you sorted. Oba 26 as well has all MTN staff. I'm not sure how that happened. 5 of them are HR and MTN, so you might need to bring into separate meeting rooms. And I don't know if Buku can help you with that. Hi, Kim, how are you? So a couple of us haven't joined. I don't know if it's intentional or you just joined the meeting.
Can I be added to a room, please? I just joined the meeting.
Hi, who is that? I'm sorry, what's the name?
My name is Benga.
Benga, hi, how are you? Are you there? Can you add Benga to a room?
Yes, ma'am, I'm going to do that. I'm trying to find his name now.
Thanks.
So I can move him.
Hey, Mama Fungs, I just saw you. Hi, how are you? Thank you for joining.
I hail you, darling. Well done.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. Connect with you again soon. Okay, if you're just joining us, we have a lot of us have been put in breakout rooms, and we are coming back now because it's 6:35. Sorry, Adobe, because they're all coming back now. It's 6:35. I think you got thrown out. Not sure what happened, but the breakout rooms are closing literally in 45 seconds. So if you remember the people, maybe you can connect with them on chat. Thanks. Okay.
Yes.
All righty. Hi, Kim. I see you. How are you? You get a chance to go to breakout. Hi.
Hi.
Lola, hi. How are you? It's been too long. Hi. Okay, welcome back. I think we're all coming right back in. Let me see. Hey, Manuela. How are you, dear?
Hi, Ngozi. I'm fine. Are you?
Very well, thank you. Good to see you.
Same here.
Okay, we'll like some faces up. It'll be good to see a couple of people. Hi, Ajibola. Good evening. Good to see you. Victor, Basi, Yetunde. Hey, Tessie. Joyce.
Bluetooth mode. Pairing.
Hi, Ngozi. You've not seen
Hi.
me not so.
I've not seen you in so. How are you? Good to see you.
Yeah,
Maybe I've been waiting for my name.
Oh no, I don't want to be in the spotlight. So imagine for you, Zoom is funny. Sometimes some people are like right in my line of sight, and then sometimes it's not. So where you go? Okay, I like this.
I've been waiting for my name.
Position. I'm just chilling. I called you Basti now, like 10 seconds ago.
Okay.
Hi, Basti. Hi, Basti. Okay, I like this position. I wish I could chill like that. Just chilling.
I'm just getting
like
back
your
into my
background.
hotel. I'm just getting back into my hotel now.
I feel you, my brother. It's TGIF. Enjoy. This is the world is changing, has changed, continues to change. Welcome back. So anyone wants to share insight? What was the aha moment for you from anyone in the room who shared some information? Let's crowdsource even the some of the solutions. What you can type in the chat, it's helpful, but it'd be great to hear your voice. What was it for you? Someone said to me, you're like, okay, maybe I'll explore that. Maybe that's the way to go. Maybe something. Who wants to go? Just unmute and share. That would be great. We literally only have 10 people on video, and we are 132.
Okay, so maybe I'll go.
Thank you, Emanuela. Go ahead. Your name, where you work, I think that's helpful as well. We know your name now, Emanuela, but where do you work? And then tell us your insights. Yeah.
Okay, Emanuela Yomi Alikwe, HR business partner, Bisoft, Nigeria. I was
Bisoft are the makers of Nivea, just in case some of those, I work for Reckitt, and it was like, Reckitt? And you're like, oh, they make Dettol. Oh, Dettol. Okay, so yeah, guys of Nivea makes Nivea. Go ahead, yes.
Yeah, thank you, Ngozi. So I was in the same group with Agatha and Imam, and we were able to talk about how we can actually still retain, despite this massive exodus, through contract of service. And that was really nice to me because there was a time that we had a similar case in my organization, and because of tax issues and some of those things, we couldn't pull through. But then now looking at it from another angle, I think it's something that might be doable in the next foreseeable future. So that was one for me. The second one was on.
If I may ask, sorry, I might not be alone. I heard something of service. I didn't hear that first word. What was it?
Okay, contract of service.
Contract of service. Okay, got it.
Just in a way to keep the IPOs, since they are, we are not able to keep them from going abroad. You know, people have several reasons. A woman might be joining the spouse and all of that. It might be difficult to retain them. So when we are unable to retain them, we looked at other options we can explore, like ensuring that they document some of their processes. They also train people to, in a way, transfer knowledge. And then we can also use the contract of service so that we can still engage them while they are out of Nigeria.
Got it. Fantastic. Thank you, Manuela. I see Ololade's hand up. You can raise your hand as well. So go ahead, Ololade. Do you want to share?
I was in the same group with Feish Etomoniyi, Senior Manager and Development MTN, and Ifi Fubara Green, who works as HR operations as the safety driver. So my name is Ololade. I work with Shegilola Resources Operating Limited. Shegilola Resources is a gold mine company. We explore and mine gold, and basically is the first gold mine company in Nigeria. We talked about.
Can you say the name of the company again? I think I missed the company name. Maybe, I don't know if I'm alone.
Okay, Shegilola Resources Operating Limited.
Got it.
Okay, so basically we looked at a topic and we feel that is much more than what an individual can actually offer a solution to. So we propose that HR as an institution can actually make a change. So we're looking at CIPM running as an advocate in this regards. Perhaps lobby the government to build more on infrastructure to actually live up to their expectation in terms of providing the right infrastructure that is actually making people go out there. So they could lobby, then beyond that, they could also promote or lobby with organizations to promote international best practices, because we all want the best things in life, the best standards in life. So the best standards we're running out there to actually look out for, if CIPM could actually advocate for organizations to run best practices, perhaps it will not really make us want to all leave Nigeria for greener pastures. Then beyond that, HR institutions working towards that or making improvements in those areas, HR as individuals, we could also play our own part by putting forth justifications and driving home the reason why organization needs to look at benefits, staff benefits that promotes a premium EVP, employee value proposition. So we give an example of Shell. Shell operates at the upstream of the oil and gas sector. And we look at companies in the downstream oil sector. If you look at the attrition rate in these two sectors, they are not comparable in terms of parity. At the upstream, you have lesser attrition rates, but at the downstream, you have a lot of, the attrition rate is usually high, even more than the standard of 5%. So it's because the best practices at the upstream level usually attract employees. So it gives them this premium in terms of EVP. You find employees in the likes of, sorry to mention, Shell and some other upstream companies. They have families in Canada and US. They won't leave their jobs for that. They'll rather go on vacation from time to time to meet with their families. So if HR individuals too can also promote premium staff benefits that drives premium employee value proposition, we think all of these can actually help in one way or the other. So HR institutions and HR individuals, we have a role to play.
Fantastic. Thank you, Lolade. So I have a couple more hands up and I'll take just two. I know Precious, you just put yours up, but I looked at the time like, my God, we're overrunning. I think Baby's hand up and I think Jennifer's hand up and maybe Precious. Okay, Precious, if we keep it really nice and tight, maybe we'll just squeeze you in and then we'll take it forward. So we'll have Baby, I'll invite you to please come on video if that's possible. Jennifer is already on video and then Precious. Take it away, ladies. Hi, Baby.
Hi, everybody.
Hi.
My name is Bemi. I'm in Nairobi, Kenya. Obviously, I'm Nigerian, and I want to flip this a bit. So, as a recruiter who is based out of Nigeria, I'm actually looking for Nigerian talent. So, I think that's the tricky part. So, the truth is, Nigerians are actually very, very good people. They're great talent, So, even recently, I just hired 2 people from my Nigerian office and moved them to Nairobi. But what I discussed with Vivian in our own small group was that the truth is you can't focus on the people leaving. People will always leave. There's only so much you can offer people, especially when people have personal reasons. There's only so much you can do. Your focus as the HR person, as the trusted advisor of the business, is to focus on those that are left behind. What do you need to do with those people? So and then you don't even have unlimited budgets to increase everybody's salary, give all the allowances. What else can you do? You need to get creative as an HR person. You need to give stretch assignments. You need to give mentoring, coaching, all of those things. At the end of the day, after you've done all of that, people would still leave. And you need to be able to accept that and then let your managers accept it. I've told my managers in Nigeria that please assume that everybody in your talent, in your team is high risk and they're all planning to go to Canada or UK. Work with that in mind and make sure that you don't hold yourself back and get angry because somebody has resigned. But it was a very good discussion with Vivian. Thank you.
Thank you, Bemi. So we have Jennifer and Precious, and I really have to sort of draw a line on that if that's okay. And we will have more time in in the coming hours. So pulling you in, Jennifer.
I'll keep it short.
Thank you.
Okay. So we looked at it and long list of problems, and we said, what's the solution? So the one thing we talked about differently was we need to look at the mental health and mental well-being or emotional well-being of employees. There's only so much we can do actually in terms of how much we can give, how much money and all of those benefits. But lots of people are stressed. And one of the reasons why they're leaving the country is because they feel hopeless. They feel like the country is in a mess and there's nothing they can do about it. So that's also putting a lot of stress on them. So we can begin to look after them differently in terms of the way we look at their emotional well-being. So that's it from us. Short.
Thank you, Jennifer. Appreciate that. Precious, we need to come up on video. You're the last comment we're taking, and then we need to just sort of invite a word from our sponsors. So we're warming up the seats for Ajibola to take us forward. But Precious, go ahead, share some insights with us from your breakout room. You're on mute. So can you unmute? Yeah.
Yes. Okay.
I can never get that right. You guys, you are on mute, O-N mute. Can you unmute, U-N mute? Okay. Go ahead, Precious. Yeah.
Okay. From my group, what we actually did was like one of the things that was actually striking was the fact that we said that HR needs to embrace talents. They need to actually realize that they need to embrace a borderless option where they actually see talents. Talents can as well work anywhere. So in as much as you can deliver on the job, you should actually not be concerned about employees staying back, because employees would definitely leave. There would actually be exodus. Employees would have actually, and you actually cannot stop them. They have reasons why they do this. So we need to adjust our policies, adjust our processes, and embrace flexibility. And I believe that for as many of us that are actually HR professionals, we actually need to be agile in our processes, in the way we actually run our organization. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Precious. I appreciate that insight. I'm just going to read a few that I think pulled up in the chat. Organizations must develop the pipeline that will help them fill vacancies that will always come up. What else? I think there's one more. Okay, put your comment. So that was the only one that pulled up. Thank you so much. I hope we all found this enriching. I think I have about 10 points, just from the insights that all of you have shared, and I hope we all benefited one way or the other. We will still talk about the insights and some of what Kemi will hopefully share with us in the coming hour when we break out again. Thank you, Ajibola, Oluwa, Caleb. First and foremost, can I just sort of ask us if you can unmute, if it's not noisy where you are, to just unmute, and we do a round of applause for our sponsors, MTN and the HR team that made today happen. Let me put our hands together for our yellow team members and the HR team at MTN, from Esther to Kemi, Jibola, and Kim, Faith, everyone. Thank you who made this happen. I'm inviting one of the general managers Ajibola Opeoluwa Caleb, who's going to share a word from our sponsors. Over to you, Ajibola.
Hello, everyone, and good evening. Am I audible? Just checking.
Absolutely audible.
Great, great, great. It's exciting to be here, and it's exciting to be a part of the HRBP Meet-Up event of this quarter. Like you rightly said, we are opportune to be the sponsor, and so we have the opportunity of having the mic to share a couple of just some remarks. Firstly, is to say that I hope we are keeping well, we're keeping safe, and we are well protected, and we're watching over our family. And I trust that God will keep all of us all. Having said that, the HR Meetup is a quarterly event organized by the Outside In HR. And for this session, MTN is proud to collaborate with Ngozi Adebiyi and our team to provide this exciting hour of learning, engagement, and networking. That was a powerful 15 minutes. We hadn't gotten started and we're pulled back into the bigger room. I mean, exciting. For all HR professionals joining the event, it's exciting to be with you. As you know, about a month and 1 day ago, MTN clocked 20 years. And our journey as an organization will not be complete without you. And when I say you, I mean our partners and customers. And I say you confidently because I know a significant number of persons on this call today have contributed in some manner towards our growth, either as a customer, as a consultant. We've networked together. And so we thank you, and we are very grateful for your support. Well, in the course of this evening, we'll be having Adekemi Adisa, one of our general managers, organizational effectiveness and performance, to be sharing with us some nuggets around employee persona, and some interesting stuff will be coming through. And I hope that we'll learn from that and we can take it forward. But beyond that also, I must say, in the world of disruption that we are in right now, one key thing we can take away is how do we manage employee experience? It becomes a trending topic for all HR professionals. And our role as HR professionals is really how do we shape this experience via relative tools, policies, processes, and business enablement programs. All of these very, 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 very important. I must say that we're glad to be here. Thank you for giving us the opportunity. I'm here with a whole lot of my colleagues, and together we hope to have a very, very good evening. Please, let's have some fun. Over to you, Ngozi. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Ajibola. I totally appreciate that. We thank you. A word from our sponsor. We also have a video that we're going to show shortly, but two things I want to say. The first is, I want to thank those who shared the comments and insights. You're going to get gifts. I know we didn't tell you before then. So Emanuela or Lolade, Bemi, you might have to gift it to your Nigerian office. I don't know. They'll keep it for you when you get home. Jennifer and Precious, 5 of you get a nice gift box from MTN. Thank you for contributing. And then I'm going to invite DJ Toba. We're going to do a quick music quiz on some insights about MTN. How well do you know MTN? And I'm inviting DJ Tobad to take this forward for the first music game. We have 5 questions and 5 people who will win an insight about MTN. Let's have some fun. Absolutely. We're just going with the flow as Ajibola has instructed us, right? So we're going to have some fun in a bit. Music games, one theme, PF songs. I wonder who can decode that. Let's go.
Hi, everyone. Good evening.
Good evening, DJ Tobad. Go ahead.
Hi, yeah. So my name is DJ Tobad. So welcome to the first music game. Shout out to MTN. So the first part of the music game. So basically the rules are fastest fingers, the name of the song and the name of the artist. So you have to get correct spelling, is an hyphen, exclamation mark, is a comma. It's Very important. So the first game we're doing is centering the MTN Project Fame winners in the past years, over the years. And I also want to say shout out to MTN for this major contribution to the Nigerian music industry, because the MTN Project Fame has produced quite a few number of artists. So guess the name of the song and the artist, and Fastest Fingers, most popular Project Fame winners over the years. So 3 artists and 5 songs from them. So are you guys ready? First song, Fastest Fingers, guess the name of the song and the name of the artist. Let's go.
Girl, I love you, die. You dey blow my mind. Baby, you the one.
Oh, MTN HR. Really? Really? This is one of the popular MTN Fame winners. Yes, that's the name of the artist and the name of the song.
If you be my baby, girl, I could give you good love, baby. I got my heart,
No, it's not Inyaya. Okay, so wow, I'm surprised. It's not okay, so it's Mike Ayanzo. So the closest we have to that is Ololade Shinaba. You say Adama, but yeah, the title of the song is Adama by Mike Ayanzo.
Okay, so give us the rules again. So you're giving this to Ololade. So 1 give down, 4
if
to
I
go.
was to say give it to the
No, you have to stick to 1.
Song.
Okay, so yeah. So who are you? So for the other songs, is the name of the artist and the song title, is it?
Yeah, it seems it was quite difficult, so
Okay, so that's fine. Next song.
Okay, so the next song.
Legendary beats.
Okay, so Esther takes it. It is not Yeba. The name of the song is A Mini Baller.
So who won this round?
Okay, so we have for the winner for that is, I can see Esther, I can see Kende. So it's Kende Yoshino. Yeah, so Kende Yoshinoga, A Mini Baller by Chidima.
Okay.
Yeah, Fastest Finger. Yeah.
Okay, Kende, well done. I think the team will have you
Kende
and contact you for details. Fantastic. 3 more songs as we push to the top of the hour. DJ Tobat.
Okay, so the third song, let's go.
For my head, so very soon
things go fall in place. Oh. No time to regret. Oh. To the top of the head. Oh. Me and my guys with the soft on the side. Oh. Very, very soon, things go fall in place. Oh. Me and what shall
Hey.
Oluwa cover. Yeah, no one shall.
Okay, so yeah, I said this is quite popular. So, but fastest finger is Ayomi Posi Adebanjo. Ayomi Posi Adeban Iyanya Only Water.
Okay, well done, Ayomi Posi. 2 more songs. And we'll invite our speaker. So hopefully our speaker is warming up. Kemi, we're putting you on standby. So 2 more songs, then we'll invite Kemi. We'll play a song from a video from our sponsors, and then invite Kemi. Thanks.
Okay, so the 4th song, let's go. Okay. So Oluwatoyin, that was fast. Where is the Shazam? That was very quick. Oluwatoyin Adewumi.
She really likes the song. I really like this. I was ashamed. I was like, I don't even know any of this song. So happily, Kidima delivered us. Hey, John, I saw you grooving. Thank you for that. Very happy that I could recognize the song. Thank you. Okay. 1 more to go. Yeah, Tony is a music maestro.
The final song.
Yeah.
So you have to get the name. Yeah, you have to get the name of the artist, the name of the song. If anyone was featured, you have to include that as well. So this might be popular, but I have a feeling a lot of people get it wrong. So fastest fingers, let's go.
Oh yeah, gift. Put up the lights. Okay, that's it, baby. Let's make some love tonight. Oh yeah, gift. Put up the lights. Okay, that's it, baby. Let's make some love tonight. Gift. Put up the lights. Oh yeah, let's make some love tonight. Shall you feel the wind? As the breeze they blow. In the enter body. Cause I dey catch you cold. Oh yeah, gift. Put up the lights. Okay, that's it, baby. Let's make some love.
Shazam. People are using Shazam. That was so quick. I don't think I started playing, and Akira was typing the answer already.
Guy.
Anyway, well done to you. Well done to you, Akinlu.
Who's the winner for this?
Best part of the music game.
Okay. So who was it?
Yeah, Akinlu.
Did you say it was
Akinlu Fagbami?
Okay.
Akinlu Fagbami.
Okay.
You said Iyanya.
Yeah,
The right. So that's the winner. Okay. Iyanya and Don.
Iyanya featuring Don Jazzy. That's the right thing.
Alrighty. DJ Toba is the principal on the job for this one, so we defer to him and we thank you for that, and to MTN for providing us insights and opportunities to win not only the gifts but also even the exposure for the artists. Fantastic. So we have a video from our sponsor which we're going to play, and then I'll read Kemi's bio and invite her. I don't see Kemi. Kemi, are you here? Team, have you found her? Kemi, are you here? Please just tell me you're here. I'll try to look for you. Let me go check again. It's a lot of people on, so Anyone found Kemi yet?
No, not yet.
Okay, so Ade Kemi, maybe let me go back up. Okay. Okay. So I don't know that she's here.
Can't you see?
Now I see her. Okay. I saw the flashing light, the yellow flash. Oh, there we go. Okay, Kemi, I see you. Thank you. So please roll the video and then we will read her bio and then yield the floor to her. Thank you, Kemi. Good to see you.
How far can you go? When your village is connected to the global village, you go. When 30 million people have a bank in their pocket, they go. When 560 million of us can plug into a high-speed digital highway, we go. When you can use technology to teach where books can't reach, we all go. When over 5 million people have a job to do, and 4 million small businesses can make it big, they go. When you're driven by the unstoppable spirit of Africa, you go. They say if you want to go fast, go alone. But if you want to go far, go together. We're good together. Everywhere you go, MTN.
Awesome, thank you. So our guest speaker tonight is Adekemi Adisa. She's a chartered fellow of the CIPD, a member of the CIPM, and the general manager, Organization Effectiveness and Performance, MTN Nigeria. Kemi Adisa has broad-based experience in leading organizational transformation initiatives, partnering with and influencing stakeholders to drive change and produce results that positively impact performance and people. With broad-based experience across HR management, Kemi is a decisive and committed business leader. She holds an electrical and computer engineering degree from the Federal University of Technology, Mina, and is an alumni of Cranfield University and the University of Leicester. She's a chartered fellow of CIPD UK and a member of CIPM, as mentioned, where she serves as a compensation and benefits subject matter expert. An advocate of female development, Kemi serves as a mentor on the formal mentoring programs of Women in Successful Careers, WISCA, and Women in Management, Business and Public Service, WIMBIS, amongst others. Kemi is a speaker and facilitator, readily sharing her experiences on various facets of management through various platforms, including the Nasrul Lahi Il Fatih Foundation, NASFAT. She's currently the GM of Organizational Effectiveness and Performance, and Kemi is accredited by the Center for Effective Dispute Resolution, CEDR, as a civil and commercial mediator. Kemi is a tech enthusiast and enjoys watching criminal investigation shows. I'm going to be calling you soon. Can we, with a great HRBP Meet-Up welcome, please welcome Kemi to the platform. Thank you, Kemi.
Well. Good evening, everyone. I'm trying to see if I could share my screen. Trying to see now.
I think we can quickly make you, I think that's the best, just easiest thing is to kind of make you, how you sign on? Are you signed as Kemi or Adekemi? There we go, I see you.
Yes.
So if I make you a quick co-host, I think you will be able to do that.
Yes.
You're a co-host
now, so I think
fabulous. Love this. We are good to go.
Thank you. So good evening, everyone. Just to check if you can all hear me, can I see thumbs up if you can hear me? Oh, great. Thank you so very much. So earlier in the session, I overheard you asking for first timers. So not only am I just a first timer, I'm also presenting at the first time I'm at the session. But beyond that, I'm triple excited, and I'm hoping that, I have, some of my fans on here. I've seen a lot of them, and I'm hoping that they will cheer me on, because I didn't realize that this was such a huge platform and it is a big deal. So please, can you just give me some, background so I can know that
we're here. Drum roll, everything. Kemi, go, Kemi, go.
I'm here to talk about employee persona. And when Ngozi asked, for us to share something, we looked internally and said, what is it that we do internally that we thought would interest, the HR community, that would be able to interest you to share? And a word of caution, this is really just to share what the concept. It's not going to give you, an end-to-end view of what persona is, but I think it's just to stir up conversation and get you thinking in this regard. So I'm just trying to turn the slide now. Okay, great. So when we talk about employee persona, let me go back to where it starts from. It started from the concept of employee experience. And that, you can see, is not so far from the concept of the customer experience, where companies, try to find out and understand how consumers or their customers behave, and then try to target, all of their strategies accordingly to those their customers. So drawing on from that, and if you understand management theories, these things are usually not far from each other, because most of the time you can replicate and you can apply them to different fields. So typically customers would, companies would group their customers along common traits or challenges or even their desires. So they first of all look at their customer base and try to segment them to say, okay, what are these, group of customers going to like? What are their interests? What do they, experience? And what would make them really tune into our product or our services? And so when we look at, employees, they're not far, from customers. I mean, we are all, consumers if you break us, all apart. And then more importantly is that we are in this, multi-generational workforce. I was talking to someone, earlier today at work, and he was telling me about how he's almost close to retirement. He was in his 50s, and I looked up and I'm like, okay, can we come back to earth? Because initially we were all bantering and talking about, solutions, how we're going to solve, the particular issue we're talking about. But then when, the conversation swung and it talked about his age, I was like, yes, we're really in a multi-generational workforce, because right there we're talking about a graduate, trainee, and he was in the room, we're having conversations, and then there's somebody also there who's telling me about, his own plans towards retirement. So when you have those complexity, you do realize that, as an employee base, people have different nuances, people, have different expectations, but what is common to them is that they want that rounded employee experience. They want to feel valued, they want to feel loved, they want to feel that they're adding value and contributing, to the success of the organization that they belong. And so as HR, you need to always look for, what's that new way in which you can connect with people? How can you engage to get the better, out of people? I'm not going to spend so much time about, what engaged employees bring, the value to bring into the organization. I've taken that for granted, that we are all professionals and we understand, the value that engaged employees bring into the organization. So as HR is to say, what are the other extras that we can bring in that we can also draw on, to get employees a bit more engaged with the organization? So in putting employees at the center of that employee value proposition, we need to understand, all of the various differences amongst the employees, because we can't always have one size fits all solutions. And I was very interested, when a lot of you were speaking about, the exodus that we're witnessing in Nigeria. And even in my group where we were talking, earlier, we also came to the realization that you can't have a one size fits all. It has to be, perhaps different nuances for different segments of employees. And so you need to, either from the job category of the employee or from the states, they are in their life cycle, their wishes, their challenges, their own belief systems. Those are the kind of differences that you need to consider when you're proposing solutions for employees. And what you find that is, you don't have this deep understanding, some of the solutions that you bring may just fall flat and people may not really relate with it. So what we're saying essentially is that personas, which is what I'm trying to narrow in on now, is you coming up with or developing clusters or characterization of employees, grouping them into employees with similar traits, similar characteristics, similar experiences, and similar behaviors. Now, when you have, employees who have this, and you have this understanding of employees along this group, you find that you are more suited and, able to develop and propose efficient and cost-effective solutions that will create, that personalized experience for the employees to bring out their best in the organization. So here's an example, from Spotify. And so if Spotify is not your thing, maybe you're into Deezer, or maybe bringing it home more, maybe you're into Netflix, you find that, the more you watch Netflix, the more, you're getting drawn into the kind of, programs or, products that are thrown at you. I mean, when I sit now and, I tune on Netflix, if it's not one woman that has killed her husband and is not really sure, that something was wrong with her when she killed him, or is some murder that is like a whodunit, they still don't know how, what happened after so many years, or they're showing me a Nigerian series about, some crime that's happened. I'm sorry, I'm a crime, whatever. So those are the kind of things that come up, on my own feed. But what I was trying to draw out from there is that having been profiled in terms of the kind of things that I like, what it tends to come to me are things that attract me, things that I would definitely want to sit and watch. And in doing that, what must have happened is that I must have been profiled as a customer. So if you look here, things like age, your bio, and all of that are there. And then what will make you interact, with the company? What are those kind of things that this individual would like? That's what the persona, tries to relate and bring out. What are those, what do you aspire to? What are your motivations? So you find that this is done from a customer perspective. You can also do this from an employee perspective, such that whatever it is you're channeling towards that employee are things that, they would relate with, are things that connect, to them. Now, if you're going to develop an employee persona, part of the things you would need are data, and insights that are about your employees, and even things that relate to your culture. And I'll come back to culture as to why it's important to have information that relates to your culture. Now, a lot of the data you're going to need are already existing in your employee base. So their age group, the tenure, where they work, and then sometimes maybe their career goals, what's their behavior like, what are the traits that they have, in terms of where they are, within the employment cycle, what's their education, their years of experience. All of this you probably already have in your HR data, and you may not necessarily need to get it from employees. But things like, what is their communication preference? How do they like to be engaged? Some people like WhatsApp, some people like videos, all of those short videos that you can send via WhatsApp. Some people, what are they, dealing with? Like the colleague I talked about, his own issue right now is his children, are about finishing university, he's about retiring. But that's not to say that because he's at a particular job level or his particular division in the organization, he's the only one going through that. You may find people at maybe the entry level of the organization, or the middle level, or at the higher level, but they have similar characteristics. So when we're talking employee persona, you're not looking at their division or their age group or their department. What you're looking for really is, what are those characteristics that draw them together? So imagine having all of this data, about your employees, and you're trying to map this information to have segments of employees that kind of have similar things together. And so it's when you're then trying to develop a solution or propose, something to employees, it's people who have those similar characteristics that would really, engender, or they would really connect with. So let's look at an example, like you want to set up, a creche. There's no point communicating to the entire organization. Oh, we have this crèche open. Oh, there's a doctor on duty. There's a nurse on duty. If you don't have kids, or if your kids are not in that age range, that is just noise, really. But if you target that information to people who you've profiled based on the data that you've gathered about them, based on what their motivation is, based on what their worries and their concern, you've managed to profile to say, okay, people who are in this realm, this is what they will be interested in. The way they would relate and connect with that information and utilize the solution that you developed, i.e. the creche, is going to be very different from somebody who doesn't necessarily connect or relate with the creche that you've produced. Now, what does it offer you when you develop employee personas? What do you stand to benefit from as an organization? I'll just share a couple of the things that we have found. One is that we find that leaders are more receptive and they empathize more with employees because they get a sense of what employees are going through. They get a sense of what it means to be in that employee's shoes. Because with the persona, you sort of like describe what that employee is, like what the employee is interested in, what their challenges are, what their fears are. So by the time you're looking at that, you say, oh, so this person has a baby. They would want, somewhere where they can put the baby at this time. And so when you're coming up with either engaging or interacting with the employee, because of that at the back of your mind, you're, a lot more receptive. And in that way, the employee finds you a lot trusting, and they're also able to get a lot, more from you. We also improved internal communications, and I talked, earlier about your, those short videos. That's something that we found, very useful. That a segment of people who actually do not necessarily like SMSs or emails. What they really truly like is those short videos that could be about maybe minutes, and they get all of the information. So at some point we actually were able to distill business communication in terms of business performance. So where you'd normally say, oh, this is how we're performing, this and this, and maybe have like a traffic light chart of how the business is performing, that being deployed on video through WhatsApp to the segment of people who communicate and connect better through videos, communication preference. And if you remember, in terms of the list of things that I asked you to be looking out for, communication preference is also one of the things, because that helps you channel your product or your solution as HR to the employees. Also, you're able to offer even greater personalization of your benefits. So while you would have options for employees to say, okay, you can have this or you can have that, by the time you're able to see the various segments and you have a picture employees would want or what their challenges are, by the time you solution, it's very almost fitting to that particular employee segment. And lastly is your hiring processes. When you're able to articulate and have sample persona of that are representative of your employee base, you're able to see right from the recruitment process, who are those type of employees that will fit into your workplace, because you have like a map or a summary of the generality of, and looking at the person who's coming in, you're able to see this person is going to fit into this persona or that persona, or this person is going to struggle to fit in because of XYZ. And so if you really want that talent, you already begin to plan how you can help that person settle in. So your onboarding may not necessarily be the standardized onboarding. You may have to be a little more flexible with your onboarding to accommodate that talent that you're hiring, because you already see that there's some parts of position or solutions that you have that may not necessarily suit this key talent that you're trying to hire. Now, if you want to create an employee persona in your organization, what are the things to consider? How do you go about it? So the first thing is to look at your existing employee data. So if you remember your years of experience, the age, the tenure, all of that you have. And if you don't have, there are things that you can gather, as HR. One of the find that always helps, and not just for persona, but for nearly everything, is also to conduct external research, and you get a lot of that through, platforms such as this, where you network and meet people, and you can ask questions. what did you do? How did you go about it? And of course, some, desktop research. And that really saves you a lot of time. You don't have to start from the beginning. You build on what, someone else has done. Now, when you've gathered all of this data, you then group the employees or the data that you have, and you're grouping their needs, their behaviors, and based on that, you come up with, sampling of what the employees, would want. So you can have, okay, this employee is what they would like, this is what they are looking for, this is how they would typically behave, and you can have many groupings of, the persona as, you are able to. It's coming from the data that you've already gathered. Of course, you would have to validate this with the employees. Point having personas that do not connect, or none of the things that you've identified as about the persona relates to the employees that you have. So sharing with your employees and saying, okay, can you relate with any of the people that you've described? You can give them names, and of course we are a very multicultural society in Nigeria, so you can give them different names, a Hausa name, a Yoruba name, and all of that, and say, do you see yourself in any of this description of this person, such that they then can tell you, this one, I don't know, this person you describe is an alien, there's no such person in the organization. You can always fine tune. And the last thing I would want to advise is that always revisit and maintain your employee persona periodically. Thinking behind that is that, remember, when you design and you gather the data, is based on a particular crop of people. You have a particular set of employee numbers that you're working with and their data. But where you then find maybe there's some volume of change, maybe about 3 to 5%, people either leaving or coming in, so that you've already diluted that mix to some extent. So it's important that you then go back and review all of the analysis and the data that you're gonna maybe revalidate again. Say, okay, do you guys see yourself in these different personas that you've developed? And what that does is, one, it keeps it fresh, so it's not a stale one that you've developed 10 years ago and you're still carrying on with that same set of persona. Remember, people would either grow, or their family circumstances would change, or they would even exit your organization. So you need to keep a pulse and be sure that the persona that you have is representative of the employees that are in your organization. Second is also that it keeps you on your toes as well. No destination in this conversation. It's a journey, and so it's it's not a 100-meter dash to say we need to do it and we're done. No, you keep at it, reviewing, ensuring that it is fresh, ensuring that it is representative of the employees. And if there's some legislation that comes up, to go back in and review the persona that you have. I know you're all wondering, so how does this work, and what can we do with it? This is how ours look in terms of a sample for us in MTN. And these are some of the things that we gather in terms of the data to see what kind of employee that we have. So we look out for their motivators. Okay, what is it that excites them? What is it that they the workplace? What is their interest? So people who like traveling, people who hang out, people who like music. That's those are 3 different segments, okay? And you can have them in the same segment of people. But when it is that you then want to develop maybe a travel interview, if the person really doesn't like traveling, that's not the person to start to ask questions, to fill a survey about should you use Uber or should you use them, do you like if the person is not within that grouping that you profiled, what are their priorities? And then of course their communication preferences, which is important because from HR we do a lot of communication. And so when you group people, the types of communication or the mode in which they like to be communicated, you actually get their attention. Remember, there's a lot going on between talk to Instagram to all kinds of communication. There's a lot. So if someone is able to tell you, what, send me an SMS, I don't miss it, then that, look, for this particular group and in the set of people, SMS work best for them, and you target them with SMS communication. So you can have this according to each individual, or across teams, departments, and across the organization. That segmentation is really dependent on you. Now, what have we found useful, and what have you used it for? We've used this really. I mean, I've just tried to bring a few examples which I would try to describe. For participation, so normally we would have projects and ask managers, people to participate in the project. So the managers feel, oh, I think Kemi is going to like needs to find out if you can design a TV station that will just only show crime series. Kemi, because Kemi likes crime. But that's not to say that that's all that I like to do, or that is all that I will be interested in. There could be other projects, but that's perhaps all that my manager knows about me. But through the persona, I'm able to describe all other things and find out that there are other individuals that are grouped with me. And when we have particular type of projects, we're able to channel the communication and the fine-tuning of those projects towards individuals that have those characteristics that the project is speaking to. Mentoring is also another one where we found this very useful. So you can imagine that there are particular clusters or segments of individuals who are either being mentored or in mentoring. So this year, I mean, we've had a mentoring program for several this year because we actually targeted the communication to the segments profiled as people who would be either mentors or be interested in being mentored, and double, the number of responses. Okay, because again, we tailored the communication to that particular segment, and the responses are such that we've now had to the mentoring program into two. This is the first time ever, but we've split it into two, batch one, batch two, to say, please, you can't do everything at once, because the people who are mentoring you also have a 9 to 5. We'll have to do phase one, we'll end that, and then go into phase two. But the patient was so targeted that we also didn't envisage that we're going to get so many responses, but that's because we were able to hit in on zeroing segments that was going to be interested or had indicated that they were interested in mentoring or being mentored. We're able to just hit bang on in terms of the response that we wanted. We also use it for divisional activities, able to pull the levers based on the information that we've gathered about the employees. So one of the funny examples I found is because people have indicated their interest. So how all of we contribute money, or is this person's birthday, as friends, let's put money together, and then someone comes, please, based on that person's persona, what are their interests? And we're like, oh, she likes swimming, and next thing they go get her some I don't want to describe it, but some really, 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 really cute swimsuit. And the screeching from the lady when she got the gift, it was almost like, what, this is hitting the nail on the head. This is getting to my soul. And the rest of the colleagues didn't really they didn't really understand the impact until she got the gift, to say, this is coming from my colleagues in the office. They really get me. Now, I just would leave you to imagine, what the engagement of that particular receiving, that gift from her colleagues. And that was, based on them coming to say, okay, please, we want to give her something that's really specific. What is it that she's interested in? What is it that's going to make her really, excited about the gift that we have? So, in conclusion, because I'm about rounding up, we do have, and this is not peculiar to maybe the telecoms industry. I think this is really pervasive around the world of work these days. All of us, adopting a lot of digital and even agile methodologies. So when you're designing, a process or coming up with something new, you need not get it right, 100%, or say, if it's not here, I can't launch, or I can't, take it to, I can't implement or roll it out. What I would advise is take it in baby steps, try it, check it out with, your employee base. Let them see if they see themselves in the persona that you created, see if it resonates with them. And then you can go back again, to the drawing board. So you don't have to wait until it's perfect, before you, that, when you do get it right, it does increase engagement with employees, and you're able to communicate a lot more efficiently and effectively, and then, free yourself of some of the other follow-ups that you're trying to do to get people to participate or drive adoption of your products and programs. So employee persona, keywords that I want you to look at is, it looks at employees not by their division or whatever, their experience or what have you, but more about their attitudes, their behaviors, and their needs. So you're really meeting them, where the rubber hits the road, as we say. And so don't look for, generic groupings like, new hires or people that, all of those people that probably were hired in 2020 would have different attitudes, different challenges, because they have, there's a whole lot of differences that would come in, across those people. And believe me, even if you're hiring graduates, who everybody's like 0 years of experience, you're just coming into the organization, they will still have differences. It's that, differentiation that you're really looking for, so that when you aggregate people who have similar differences, if you understand, then you're able to deploy solutions or HR solutions to them where it will really resonate and connect with them. So you probably would want to put in a lot of effort, in, and make sure that, the results that you have is really reflective of, that you have in your organization. And what that would do for you is that it will help you, meet needs of the employees that you're working with. And, you just find yourself, as you deploy solutions, because you've already mapped out, the various groupings and categories of employees. Each time you bring out something, they're interested because the last one you did hit the mark. So they're almost sure that the next one you're going to do is also going to hit the mark. And so on that, I'd like to say again, it's been a privilege to be able to present at the first time of, the HR Outside In. I'd like to thank Ngozi and everyone. I'd like to thank my mom, my dad, and God, for giving me this opportunity to be able to share a few nuggets with you. And I'd also like to thank you all so much for, listening, for being such great buddies, for cheering me on, and say thank you so very much.
Thank you so much, Kemi. You threw me with that last part. Yes, so to all my fans, thank you. This Oscar dedicated to ABC, the XYZ, and MTN. Fantastic
I haven't thought about that dedication.
Okay. Can we please first put a round, give Kemi a round of applause, please, for the insights, for pulling us into sort of seeing a little different. Your fans are still on it. There we go. Fantastic. Thank you for the insights. Thank you for sort of pulling us into looking at it differently, just wearing different lenses as we also engage with our employees, our team members, project teams, as HR, just across organizations. Really, really insightful. And again, for landing it, my aha moment was when you said, look, avoid the generic personas such as new starters, managers, because we almost always default into that. Like all the managers who joined this year, all of us who joined, all the grads, meantime, we can really explore other personas around attitudes and behaviors. And thank you so much. Fantastic insights. And to embed this learning, because we will not be like those, and I'm sure it happens when people go to mosque as well, when they go to church. Our service, it was brilliant. You should have been there. What did they teach us at service? I think it was Isaiah, or was it Ezekiel? Okay. So off your mic, Ngozi, no way. We're here, we're shaking this table. So as always, we do the quiz and do it in a fun way. MTN has given us enough gifts to give out. I think the team has marked 7. I've probably snuck in 8 questions. Again, it's fastest fingers or fastest microphones. Ijoma, so be on standby. You can unmute and just answer the question. The team will also capture your name so we can get these gift bags to you. And we will start now. what is the employee personnel all about? What was your key takeaway? And this is almost like a bonus question, because it's like you can freelance, but you can't do say OPS. So if it's OPS, we will not agree. Off point is OPS. Yeah. All right. So
hello. Employee personnel is
okay. Relax, Andrew. I think some ladies already jumped on that. Sorry.
Hello, my name is Chisa Aladebo. So employee personnel is about behavior, attitude.
I'm looking for you, Chisa. Okay. Okay, so I'm going to legislate after Chisa. And Chisa, maybe you may get away, just in case your wig is not adjusted. If you're going to come on video, we need to see your face so we know who is speaking. But Chisa, go ahead. Employee personnel go ahead.
Okay,
thank you for indulging us. Okay, go ahead.
Okay, it's about behavior and attitude. And Kemi talked about us making it more flexible and not generic. So we're identifying people based on what we get to them. For example, she gave an example of someone loving, like she loves to go swimming, and her colleagues get her like a swimming suit. So it's like getting to her, what would I say, is the medulla oblongata. She's going to scream and she's happy with what she got. And
okay.
Also,
it's
it's all about just making them feel loved and like going out of the norm and making them more engaged in doing work. Yes.
Okay. Kemi, should we give it to her? You know, you are the principal, provost. You are shaking your head because I'm also seeing some things in the chat that are almost like throwing this Chisa's answer. Chisa. Kemi, let's give her. Who is that? Please don't soon sing now or you mute. Thank you very much. Okay, so we're going to give it to Chisa, but I think we'll just sort of.
Okay, there's someone also in the
lace
chat.
on those. Just sort of put on some icing on the cake. Yes. Okay. You said what now, Kemi? Okay, Chuku. She said something in the chat.
Ogochuku. Sorry, I didn't see that properly.
Okay, Ogochuku. What is she saying? I'm going up there.
Employee persona is grouping employees along attitude, aspirations, or experience.
Okay, I'm seeing Precious. Is that no? Should I go up? I'm not seeing that. Ogochuku. Maybe she sent it to you personally. I'm not sure I'm seeing that. Oh, there we go. See, employee persona is grouping employees along attitude. Okay, so we give a bag to Ogochuku as well. Thank you, Ogochuku. Okay, this next question was for those who are eagle-eyed and can observe and are very, diligent. On the slide, when Kemi was speaking on the words, so we went section and it's not quite MTN's values, but it's around their employee value proposition. So she had forwards there. If you remember any two, this is for you. You will get a gift.
Work, connect, thrive, grow.
Fabulous, Udwa. Thank you very much. Okay, put her hands together for her. She knocked it out of the ballpark. Work, connect, thrive, grow. And when I went digging, thank you, Faye, for bailing me out on this one. It's work with meaning, connect to develop, thrive in positivity, and grow with purpose. Many people know me with grow. I can't hear grow and my ears won't tingle. So that drew me in. So Udwa, that's for you. All right. Employee theme. Two broad themes. One is broken into like 3 or 4 others, but they're 2 broad themes. There's one and the other. Okay. Udwa, do you still have your hands up or do I just lower your hand? Okay, I've done that. Okay, great. So that or that, when she's preparing or she spoke about employee persona, there were 2 pieces to it. What do you need? She really spoke to that. What do you need?
I didn't get the question.
In preparing employee
insights
persona,
about the employees.
Okay, so what do you need? Say that the data and insights about, thank you. From one fellow note to take out to the other. Emanuela, is that you? Was that you? Yes, it was data and insights about your employees. Fantastic. Kemi is even clapping. Data, the demographics, psychographics, what's the communication preferences, etc. and insight about your employees that are relevant to your company's culture. Okay, thank you. So third gift goes to Emanuela. All right, question 4. She named 4 benefits of employee persona. 4 benefits. We named 2, you get it. 2. Some people already reading into my notes. Okay, no.
Improved leadership, and internal communications, personalized
they're angry.
offerings, improved hiring process.
Okay, who was speaking? There are 2 ladies. You give me 2 gifts to 2 people.
Leadership, internal communications,
Calm down. Andrew, you cannot join the women. You know, it's always women. We're going to break this tie. Okay, 2 women were speaking, so I will give the gift to 2 of them, but let's take it one at a time. Andrew will say I've now eliminated him again, but I heard the women's voices first before the guy. So sorry, but Andrew, we have to find you a question that you can answer. You've been trying to answer. And thank you for all those coming through the chat. We have 2 people. Okay, so who were the ladies who were speaking? I absolutely missed them. So anyone on the outside in HR? It was in Kem and who now?
And it was Udwak. They were the first 2 to speak.
Okay, Udwak and Kem. So Udwak is getting 2 gifts. Udwak, like Tony in one of the previous meetups, your quota is 3. If you get 3 gifts, we're not giving you anymore. So you have 2 gifts now. So Udwak, you said what and what? And Kem, you said, what were the 2 you said? What were the 2?
Improved leadership, improved internal communications.
Okay, and Kem, you said
personalized offerings, improved hiring process.
Thank you. Udwak, you want to finish it all? Okay, fantastic. Thank you, ladies. So there are 4 benefits, as the ladies have said. Both of them get gifts. Where that's fine. We're going to do more than 8 gifts, but that's okay. Okay, so that was questions 4 and 5. Steps to create. Please don't jump. Okay, we're HR now, so a little bit more. Let's not throw it out there. They were looking for who said what, how. And raise hand will not work now. So we're just going to have to jump into it. Steps to create employee personas. There were 5 of them.
Conduct external research, analyze identify candidates.
Not possible. It's not possible. We're going to
type this question, this answer.
Yes, fastest fingers via chat. I agree. I'm scrolling up. Sorry. Thank you. We're going back to fastest fingers so that we can find the winners, because I can't do fastest voice.
No, you can't.
It's not working. It's not working. No, fastest voice can't work. All right, I'm going back up, and I think I saw was that? Okay, this was Tony. Tony, well, you did Cambridge here. Okay, that was for the other question. No, group employee. Conduct external research, collate and review existing data. Yes. Oh, Tony had, okay, was Tony group employee. She had some validate employee. Okay. It's not matching with my own, Tony. Sorry, I'm looking at, okay. Mole, conduct external research, collate and review existing data. Those are 2. And then I'm going further down. I think, who else? Who can help me, please? I think Lolade, or no? Collate and review existing conduct. Was it?
Yeah, was it?
Okay, Lolade. So Lolade and who? Lolade and Oyegoke. Oyegoke and Lolade. Yes?
Yeah.
I think so. Okay. So those 2, thank you. All right. 2 more questions and then that will be it. It's fastest fingers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So Kemi spoke about when she pulled up that sample MTN employee persona, there were a couple of insights that we put. I want you to pick the first, type 3, not just 1 each. The first person to type the first 3 and the second person to type the next 3 gets the gifts. Okay, motivators, interest, departments, and organizational. Motivators, interests. Yes, priorities. Okay, so Precious, is it Precious? No, it wasn't Precious. So sorry, Precious.
Yes, it's Precious.
Is it Precious? That was the first in the group in the chat. Okay, Kemi is helping. Thank you. Okay. Yes, Precious
first. Yeah.
First, and who else? I think second is no, that's okay. Motivators, interest, priorities, goals.
Yeah.
Motivators, interest, yeah, priorities, goals. Okay, Lolade, so you've hit your bar on your gifts collection. You have hit your third bar.
Andrew is giving up.
Andrew has given up. Where's Andrew? Okay.
He says, I give up.
I give up. Oh, I'm sorry. And I think I will miss that. Apologies. So, Andrew, again, these questions, if you have to be forward thinking, because I'm flowing with her slide. So I'm sure you can preempt my next question because it was her last slide-ish. The 3 applications, she highlighted 3 ways. Together. Can't put one. Okay. All right. Project participation activities. And I'm going, who got it right? The fastest finger. Yeah.
So I think that's Adebisi, I think. And then
Miriam, or
China's,
no?
Edith.
Not Miriam. Sorry, not Miriam. My God. Help me, Kemi. I can't. It's moving so fast.
Yeah, it's really fast.
It was Adebisi who first.
Adebisi.
This now, who are the people? You people can see the answers. Who won? Project participation. Maybe I should adjust this my glasses. Project participation, mentoring divisional. Who was the fastest finger?
Adebisi.
It's going so fast.
Can you hear?
Hello, Ngozi, can you hear us? It's Adebisi Olumotso was the first person.
Okay.
To answer correctly.
Thank you very much, Obalolu. I appreciate you and I appreciate everyone. So I think we've exhausted all the gifts on the quiz and we've hopefully not answers, but we remember and can apply them. That's the most important part. Can you mute just in case we can hear you? Okay. Thank you again, Kemi. Thank you to the team. Thank you all for pulling this together, for the insight, because this is really the big piece of it. When we started, we used to call it the TED Talks, right? Sort of have business leaders come in to share insights with us, and you sort of not only gave insights, but shared peculiarities around how MTN also handles this, which is helpful for all of us, and we can all take it away. We're going to be looking at this as well as outside HR, in the coming week. I don't want to say days, but it's Friday today. So in the coming week, just sort of how does this help us, as a team? And I hope that you all can do same with your teams and your organization. Again, thank you so much, Kemi. We appreciate you. We appreciate the MTM team that's behind you and sort of help to make this happen. Well done, and thank you once again. So can we all put our hands together?
It's a privilege.
Yeah, thank you. We appreciate you. Thank you so much. Okay, so next up on the agenda, we have, I think it's the networking session, and it's very helpful. We talked about it before, that if it's your first time, thank you for all first timers. I think we got your names and numbers, and we're going to be sending your gifts to you as well. We like to network because the entire meetup was also premised on really understanding who else is working. Can someone help to mute that individual? Who else is out there? Can we put a face to the name and all of that? But so it's not just only about what did you learn, how can you apply it? You can pull together the insights in the room when you sit down, but then also the next project, the individual in that room can be helpful, in just providing insights and how they've done it, in their previous jobs or what, and you can put a face to the name and grow your HR network. So I know a number of you may be tempted to follow. This is how many minutes? 10 minutes. We'll have going to breakout rooms. I think someone's already in the back end trying to pull us into the breakout rooms.
Yes.
10 minutes. There. All right, when we come back, we're doing more music games with DJ Tobad, and then for more gifts as well. And we close out, just do a quick update, like an announcement, and then the floor will be open, the DJ will be on if you want to dance, and just sort of, since you can, maybe for some of you can't go out tonight, there'll be music as well. So just hang in there. We're going to network, share insights, 10 minutes, come back for the music games for another 10, and then do a quick update. So by literally 8:30, we'll be absolutely done. Well, the music will be on for those of us who want to stick around. So over to you. Thank you.
Yes, so I'm hoping now. So we're gonna come back by 8:05. So I've already opened your groups. Please kindly join your room. You will have received an invitation to accept. Please accept and join your room.
Okay, thanks.
Yeah.
Okay, Akao, somebody, can you pop in the chat what do you learn from today's session? How can you apply? I think just in case anyone has missed seeing it, thank. Okay, please join the breakout rooms. Thank you, everyone. Thank you again, Kemi. I'm just reading the chat and catching the information out there. Internal team, we have some first timers who put their details on as well. If you can catch that, that would be great. Thank you. Thank you, Muti, first timer. Thank you. I think it's Magdalene as well. They may have gone even so. All right. See you guys 8:05. Please join the room. Please engage. Please pull people out and have people put on their videos as well.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Okay.
Someone says what are meetings in 2014. That's idioma. They had fun. What are meetings in 2014?
Well, 2015 actually. 3rd of February 2015 was our first meetup. So the entire 2015 was 1 year. All right, we are waiting for a couple more people. 101 of us are back. I hope you found that useful, insightful. Anyone wants to share while we wait? For those of us in the room. And it can be you just met somebody, not necessarily also the insightful knowledge, but also the fact that maybe you connected with somebody. That also is helpful. Okay, do we need to mute all and then team, can you help with that? All right, we are back. Okay. I guess everyone can unmute themselves. Well, I was just saying, anyone wants to share, it can just be the connection, you met the person, and then all the insights. Yes? Agatha, you going for it?
Yes. Good evening, everyone. So I was in the same group as Precious and 2 other ladies. So we're actually talking about how employee persona can be tied to the benefit that you receive, similar to the example that Kemi gave. So even
Agatha, sorry, I just feel strange seeing a black screen. Can you help? I hope your wig is in place. So thank you.
Not actually. So Precious was saying that last year, for instance, now because probably the business didn't have these insights as to know what her motivators are, what her likes are, and things like that. They gave her a bag of rice, which she didn't even need. She ended up having to give it out. But then they also gave her, which was helpful. So now getting these insights on your employees would also help in things like even determining the kind of benefit that people receive, for instance. So that was something that was insightful that was shared, that I thought to share with everyone. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you, Agatha. And yeah, I think also more and more, maybe the days, just writing on that point, Agatha, you are right. Days of, sort of generic gifts, to all staff probably is coming to an end with insights like this, because we can then say, we have this budget, right? If the bag of rice is 40K and the person is like, I will still give you rice to my mom or the gate man. You can buy me something, you can buy me a swimsuit like that lady with that money, right? And I appreciate it more. Well, on the swimsuit story, not me, the example in the room that Kemi shared. Well, you get my point. Okay, any other insight? Anyone else going? Yes? Thoughts, and it can just be, again, like I said, you met somebody, this is their name, you're going to be keeping
video.
it.
You put on that. I don't want to put on video. I want to share insights.
Share insights now about this video. Okay, we're seeing a picture. I'm assuming that's your son, who is now as tall as you or taller. So we can imagine you. Maybe we can let you, but you can just be big now and then come on. It's Friday. We're forgiving. Go ahead, Udwak. You have the floor.
Okay, no, I was privileged to be on the same team with Agatha. Agatha Omei, what's her surname now? I got her surname. Agatha Okenye and Oluwatoyin. And I was happy about that because Agatha works in MTN. Yeah, she's in the safety department. And she was also part of the team that put together the employee persona for MTN.
Oh, lovely.
So we discussed, yes. So I was asking her questions of how did you guys go about it? How many employees information did you have to analyze? Because at some point when Kemi was talking, I went online to see, is there a tool that can be used for this? And Agatha said, no, there's no tool. They deployed the surveys. I said, okay, the survey, how many questions did you have? She said about 10 questions. I said, okay, across how many employees? She said about 1,000.
Wow.
And I was like, wow. So you had to analyze all that information to come, you guys, yeah. And she said she found it extremely exciting, so you got to know, really what the employees' preferences were. They analyzed the information and they came up with that. So I took her number down. I said I'll hook up with her later on to really understand how they went about that. Yeah.
Thank you so much. And thank you. Yeah, exactly. This is what this is about, really. Just connecting, putting a face and taking it forward. We'll take one more comment. Two women have spoken for diversity's sake who would default to a guy. Any guy is trying to... Kemi had a hand up. Kemi, you had your hand up, please.
Yes. So in my team, I had it's not Shola, but she had
SOLA in her name.
Yes, Sholaye.
Baby.
No,
Sholaye.
Sholaye. Yes, Sholaye.
Okay.
And in our discussion, one of the things that we tried to do was to profile, the people in attendance at this session, and we came up with 5 characteristics that we all,
I am
share.
interested.
So please, if this describes you, you can just, raise your
hand.
Using the emojis or something. So we see people who like music. So if it connects with you, please raise your hand. Like music, like learning, likes to have, is willing to sacrifice some time after work, for other activities, personal time, is also enjoys getting freebies. So if it speaks to you, raise your hand.
There are many. If I like this idea of thumbs up, hands raised, legs, toes up.
And the last one, and the last one was, where is she? Can you help me out? I can't remember the last one. But where we, what we tried to say was, if someone were to, speak to anyone in this group and say, oh, there's a session, maybe next week, Friday, it's about this, that the chances that, the person will get nearly all of us to attend that session, than if you were just to, drop a flyer and, send it out either email or WhatsApp, because you've tried to address some of the things that, all of us have in common. And so whatever it is that person does at that event is really going to resonate with us if it has all of these elements that, I've described. So you like music, you like free things, all of you like learning, and that you're willing to give up, some of your time outside of work. So that's what we all, characteristics that we all share.
Fantastic. Imagine, awesome. And you can see all the hands were going up, toes were going up, even toes. We were like, our toes are here. All right, love it. Any guys, the last comment, any guys, or we just power on with DJ Toba on standby for the games and more freebies to win? Yeah. Good evening. Hi.
My name is Tolajo.
Hi, dear. We're trying to get you on video. Adjust your wig and please come on video because you have no picture.
The guy, I don't have a wig.
I know, of course. I'm just messing with you. Go ahead, Tolajo.
All right. So we had a great discussion in the house. Antol from India joined us, and one of the things that Kevin mentioned was exactly for him, because he's actually sacrificing his speaking time to join this session. Chinedu and then ID were there, and what we closed with is what I'm going to bring here, and can be like a night thought for every one of us. Where do we draw the line between employee persona and emotional intelligence? Chinedu and Lepan said that emotional intelligence should be a set of the employee persona. So I think that's a thought that we all can take away, and maybe sometimes later Ngozi can bring someone to come and talk to us about. Thank you.
Thank you, Kolajo. I appreciate that. And yes, we would process that insight. Okay. Thank you again, Kemi. We can't thank you enough. And, just even profiling us, that felt really good, just sort of knowing. And again, hands, toes, everything was up. So great insight, great topic. I knew this was going to pull us all in. And for me, the biggest learning besides the quiz and the freebies and all of that is taking it forward, right? I hope hands also are raised when we say, how do we action these things? How do we do? It's in the doing now, right? So we've passed on the knowledge, we've shared the insights, the games, the learning, the music, all of that. But most important is to land it. Take it forward in your organizations next week. Land it. Start to say, look, what can we do differently? Maybe one of us can come back and say, you know what, for next meetup, we found a tool and we can now all leverage, not finding the tool now, you know what I mean, and then holding it, right? So we also will be on the lookout, Kemi. So if we do find anything from our research or speaking to any of our international partners, we will let you all know. Okay, so having said that, we're going to boogie down. I feel like a number of people who only do learning and freebie. Okay, some freebies will stay back for the music, but more of the team music are gonna hang on. Music games too. Milestone years for MTN. Milestone years for MTN. So there's going to be couple more coming through. Can I pull you in, DJ Tobad? MTN had
Hi,
milestone,
everyone.
yes. I think there's 5 gifts you're giving out. Is it?
Yeah, 5. So 5 songs.
Fantastic. Over to you.
5 gifts.
There
so
we go.
Same rules apply.
They can't even see you today. What happened? You don't want them to see you?
I don't have my wig on.
Your wig is not on. Okay, take it forward then. Take it forward then.
Okay, so same rules apply. Guess the name of the song and the name of the artist. Fastest fingers once again. So this is the music game 2. The theme is milestone years for MTN. So we are starting with 1998. MTN International is established. MTN also becomes the first cellular network in Africa to receive the ISO 14001 rating for environmental management. And this was in 1998. So I'm going to play a hit song from 1998. Once again, guess the name of the song and the name of the artist. Let's go.
Yo, remember back on the bully when clicks and shots in the app?
Sorry, Hill, that thing. You have to type it in the comments. Type it in the comments, please, on this man. Fastest fingers.
The one you let hit it and never called you again. Remember when he told you he was about to Benjamins? You act like you ain't him, they give him a little trim to begin. Now you think you really gonna pretend like you wasn't down and you called him again. Plus when you give it up so easy, you ain't even fooling him. If you did it then you probably can. Talking out your neck saying you're a
Okay, this is interesting because, you know, the song kind of has like 2 names, Do Whoop, That Thing. So I can see people writing That Thing, some people writing Do Whoop. But Titilayo Dukoya, this Titilayo, I think you should come and learn how to DJ because your music knowledge is top notch. This is like the 3rd HR Meet-Up and, you know, you're on fire. So Titilayo Dukoya, Do Whoop, That Thing by Lauryn Hill. And that's 1998. MTN International is established. Yeah,
Fantastic.
1998.
DJ Toba, can I chip in, Titi? For the DJ to remember your name after a couple of meetups, you have gotten an internship slot with him. Please, we will sponsor you to DJ at night or at the weekend. Where do you work? Because maybe your Christmas party, you might be the one who will be DJing. Okay, back to you, DJ Toba, yeah?
Yeah, so in 2001, the first phone call was made at the Maritime House in Apapa. That's in 2001. First phone call made at Maritime House, Apapa. So for this year, we have 2 songs, 1 international song and 1 Nigerian song. So first up, same rules apply, fastest fingers. Let's go.
Come on.
Oh yeah. I came here to dance.
Yeah.
Don't be tripping when you see us in the club, just showing a little love, represent.
Like this.
Yeah, so where the party out by Jaggered. Oh, Chinedu, sorry, you were typing so fast. There's some of typos in your answer. Agatha, you were close. It's party, not party. But I get it, Agatha, I get it. It's party. But yeah, so the winner is
the correct one. No. I
Onome wins it. Where the party at? Jaggered. Onome wins that.
Oops. Awesome.
Well done, Onome. So same year again, 2001. But the local
Can I interrupt you, please? I think they're going to be, guys, you guys can, outside the HR team, that is. I think you should be sending them personal messages to get their details so it's easier for you to coordinate how to get your boxes to them. So let them know on the chat who is getting what, so it's easier. All right, back to you. Thanks.
Okay, so first was Tisilayo and second was Onome. So for the 3rd song, let's go.
What you dey find? Where you dey go? As I dey walk, I dey go like so. Me, I'm looking for this party. Plenty money. They tell me say in the eco ye. Me, I get this for one party. Shady party, yeah. Over by me. Today, no time for story. Timbadele, Timbagamu. He must pay me all the money. I can't
Tequila, you don't eat my car.
I still don't bash my car.
Okay, so, and this is quite popular, but the winner of this is Oladapo James, Tony Tequila, my car. Well done to you, Oladapo James.
Well done.
You were the fastest finger. Okay. So, and that's it for 2001. So for the next category, next milestone, in 2009, MTN hits the 100 million mark. MTN hits the 100 million subscriber mark in Africa and the Middle East. Wow, that's incredible. So in 2009, MTN hits the 100 million subscriber mark in Africa and in the Middle East. So 2009 banger, here we go. Oh, so Miriam, it is not more, it's it's when they call bumper to bumper. Okay, so bumper to bumper, back to back, Oladapo James once again. Oladapo, you're on fire.
Okay.
Oladapo James gets it
again.
again.
Shazaming that, oh, Oladapo, I need to see your face.
Bumper to bumper by one day call.
And the
Oladapo James.
And the cap for gift is 3. I think 2 people already hit there, so Dapo, be aware.
Dapo, please now. I want to win too.
All right, back to you, DJ.
Okay, so well done to you, Oladapo. So the next milestone is 2010. MTN is the only African global sponsor of the 2010 FIFA World Cup. That's huge. 2010, MTN is the only African global sponsor of the 2010 FIFA World Cup. Let's go.
When I get older, I will be stronger. They'll call me freedom, just like a waving flag. And then it goes back.
Joma, did you even hear this song?
I was going to say that too.
Onto a throne, don't get me
wrong anyway. That's fine.
More people don't, but it's my home. All I have known.
Again, the spelling is very important. Spelling is very important.
Out of the darkness, I came to
find. People, we have to spell right.
Survival. Learn from these streets. It can be bleak, except no defeat. Surrender, retreat. So we back, and then it goes back, and then it goes back, and then it goes back.
Oh, so yeah, again, like I said, the spelling, Joma. I don't think I played the song and you had typed it in. Something is going on.
No.
Something is going on.
You already gave a clue with your description.
I like forward thinking. No.
Interesting.
I like forward thinking.
Yeah.
Okay.
But anyway, that's good, but unfortunately you didn't get it.
No.
So the winner is Kende Oshinuga. Waving flag is spelled WAVIN, the apostrophe then flag, and Kenan as a K and the apostrophe then Nan. So yeah, Kende Oshinuga. Kudos to you. Well done.
Okay.
That's very well done.
When I see you to bad, he's on site.
He's a stickler. He's a stickler for the. You have to get the comma and the way everything has to be on point.
Sorry, rules are rules.
Rules are rules. I'm with you on that. We're HR. We know. They accuse us of that too sometimes.
As long as Dapo is not winning this one.
Okay, so are we done? DJ Tobad.
Yeah, that's it. That's the 5 songs.
That's the 5 songs for the 4 years. 1998, MTN International is established. MTN also becomes the first cellular network in Africa to receive ISO 14001 rating for environmental. 2001, first phone call made at Maritime House, Apapa. 2009, MTN hits the 100 million subscribers mark in Africa and the Middle East. 2010, MTN is the only African global sponsor. 2010 FIFA World Cup. Thank you. So we're hanging on for the. Please, can we mute in case you are in a noisy place? We are to sort of our flaps are out, our wheels are out. We're touching down shortly for landing. We have 2 more things. So one update And I think the feedback form, someone's going to pop it in the chat now. So if you can just copy or click on it, open the browser and fill that in. While an update comes in from outside in HR, and that's it. We'll just go straight into the music, and you can just hang around. And I think power on till, I don't know, DJ Toba to tell us when the party is shutting down, because that's the party section. All right, so updates, feedback form, and we take it forward. Okay, Bokun, do you want to put the feedback form in the chat so people can start to fill it now in case they're dropping off, and then you can share the video. I think, Oba, you're doing that, right? Or who? Thanks, bye.
Yes,
Can
okay,
you
in the video,
unmute?
I should play
Yes.
from my side. Yeah. Hello, can you hear me?
Yeah, go ahead, Oba, just play the video, thanks.
Oh, okay, all right. Just give me a second. Let me know once you can see my screen and hear.
I think the slide is still up, or no? Bokun, are you there? Technical difficulty.
Yeah, I'm here.
Yeah.
Okay, the slide is still up. Do you want to put the slide down and then put the video up? Oba, have you got it?
Okay, you said what was it?
I can see the slide. I don't know about others. So we might not be able to see the video if your slide is up.
I saw the video.
Oh, you did?
We did. I did.
I saw the video.
Okay, great. Thank you. So it seems like everybody saw the video. So
Not
basically, let me
everybody. I
just...
did see it.
Not everybody. I didn't see the video.
Okay. So I guess maybe, but at least you heard, right? Great.
No, nothing
So,
happened from my end. Oba, no. Please, can we do it again? Yes, thank you.
all right. Let me do it again. All right. Okay. In 5, 4, 3, 2.
Are you a trainer, facilitator, consultant, teacher, or coach? Did you know you can add rich gamification content to your workshops, classes, or sessions by using strategy games to teach skills like problem solving, systemic visioning, flexible thinking, planning, and resilience? Contact us today to book a slot for our next demo session and begin to add rich gamification content to your learning sessions. Thank you.
Right. Thank you very much. I believe now you heard me, and then, you heard the video and saw the video as well. So as you may be aware, Nature is really big on gamification. We are at the forefront of the market in Nigeria, and thanks to Axelium, our partner, one of the things that we've come up with right now is the Axelium workouts, where you can actually infuse gamification learning through gamification into your learning programs. Before, we used to have this as 4 hours, half-day sessions of workshops on with games. But right now, you can actually put some short learnings into your trainings, maybe your sales training or some other customer care kind of training, to kind of buttress certain things like skills like analytical ability and rest like that. I'm going to share my slide to show you some of these workouts that you can actually put into your workshops. They are very short. It's not long anymore, maybe like 30 minutes to 1 hour. You just need to just say, okay, as part of this training I'm doing for this part of people, I'm going to put a game, this game on problem solving, for instance. Really short, and you can just highlight the learnings from that particular game. An example is we have identifying the problem score, which is which around addresses things like problem solving, analytical thinking, systemic visioning, following more further, and then planning. And look at another thing like dealing with change, for instance, talking about, so how do we deal with change, for instance? Talk about adaptability, decision making, flexible thinking, focus, and planning. We have about 9 of them. Currently, we have the numbers number 6 and number 9 is available, but all the rest are available for you to use. If you want to tap into this and you want to learn how you can do this, your organization, you can reach out to us. So we'll organize a demonstration for you where you can experience it and see how you can exactly put these things into your own learning. As you plan for your learning for next year, for the last quarter of the year, this is a very great tool that you can put into it. We talk about doing the personal things, the employee personal, and some of them are people that like to play game also. You can put this for them, right? Really. So they will learn from it a lot, and it's more than just playing games. It's about the thinking, the method of thinking, that thinking thing that brings out from you, and then that kind of reflection and done upon you. The learnings are tremendous. We've been through this before with a lot of clients, and the feedback have been always great. So reach out to us today if you want to book a session with us for a demo. We can show you all of these things and show you the games, the interface, and the learning that comes with it. Thank you very much. Over to you back, Ngozi.
Thank you, Oba, and thank you to the team as well. We have literally come to the end of, believe it or not, our quarter 3 2021 HRBP Meet-Up. Thank you for all of you who stayed back and everyone who even joined. We probably had about 150 of us who were on the call. Thank you again to MTN, the entire HR team at MTN, Esther, Jibola, Kemi, Faye, and Kame, everyone who in the back end also made this happen, whether we knew or not. Thank you so much. We appreciate you all. The charge is really keep connecting. We are all collectively shaping the HR profession. When they say HR sucks, it's all of us. When they say HR is great, it's all of us. And then so whatever it is that you do and how you represent HR in Nigeria really speaks to or collectively shapes the persona of HR. So I'm encouraging you all, to just put in your best in all that we do, connect with other people, more senior leaders also join us from time to time. And then we can all brainstorm and do better in the work that we do. We appreciate you all. I hope that I haven't missed anything. I think that we're good to go, and to invite DJ Tobad in the feedback form. Please let us know. We always want to continuously do this well and better. Fingers crossed, we're hoping that we can do this face-to-face sooner than later. Fingers and toes crossed, we're hoping that our next meet of quarter 4 will be the first week of December. We hope that we can gather. If not, it's not looking like, except all of you are vaccinated. Maybe you'll have to show vaccination cards before you come in. But we'll cross that bridge when we get there. Again, do great work. The entire, not just your organization, the entire HR, in fact, indeed, in Africa, is counting on you to that great foot forward and do great work. Invest in yourself, connect, just determined to do better in the work that you do and not just mouth it. I think that's my charge to you. Okay, so thank you all. Everyone who got gifts, will be delivered to you. Thanks again to MTN. We will find ways to get them across. Those who are outside of Nigeria, if you want us to keep it, let us know. If you want us to send it to your loved ones or somebody else, you can gift it. Those who got more than one gift, you can also gift other people who are on here. I'm seeing there's somebody we left out. What was the gentleman's name? Andrew, I think. And I think our dancing lady who is waiting to start to dance now. She said she's waiting. What's her name in the chat? I forget now for a minute. Ibukun had commended her for the energy. Yes. Okay, so you too. Somebody needs to give you another gift. All right. Thank you all so much. DJ Tobad, are you on standby? You're going to tell us how long you're going to. I'm hoping you can push it till 9, or maybe it's just me wishful thinking. But thank you all. Take care. Stay safe. God bless. Bye-bye.
I think it's Ijoma. Ijoma is the one dancing.
Ijoma. Yes, it was Ijoma. I saw her hand up just now. I was like, yeah. She's the one. Okay. Thank you all. Thank you all. Thank you all. Take care and God bless. Yeah. DJ Tobad, over to you.
Bravo.
DJ Tobad.
This is how we do it.
It's Friday night and I feel alright. The party's here on the west side, so I reach for my 40 and I turn it up. Designated driver, take the keys to my truck. Hit the shop cause I'm faded. Honey's in the streets, say money, oh we made it. It feels so good in my hood tonight. The summertime's See, the hood's been good to me ever since I was a lowercase G. But now I'm a big G. The girls see I got your money, $100 bills, y'all. If you were from where I'm from, then you would know that I gotta get mine in a big black truck. You can get yours in a 6-4. Whatever it is, the party's underway. So tip up your cup and throw your hands up and let me hear the party.
They told me everybody's favorite 2 minutes in a different time zone. And since I have it at the moment, you the one I wanna shine my light on. Get your life, little mama, won't you get your life on? Ain't nothing cooler than the wrong moves when you do them to the right song, Let's shoot this movie and put the shit on repeat. I hope this memories are making you fall asleep. Before we hit the road, put our phones on silent. Nobody's trying to bring sand to the beach. What would it take to change the plans for the weekend? Cause I'm trying to kick it like E. The whole thing, the pre-party, the pre-sex. Then we hit the major league with a G's.
I like you, girl, in particular. You in particular. Say, I like your waist in particular. I like you, girl, in particular. Yeah, you in particular. Say, I like your waist in particular. Make I tell you waiting happen for a bullet. But this big party inside my bullet. I went there with my best friend Kule. Kule they there with his girlfriend Shile. Ghetto girls then they like Takasufi. So many pretty girls they inside my mule. I just the one that say which can party everything yakba, everything there. Oh shit, I get many girls with them they come from away. AJ boys then they like to throw away. Almost go babe. We just having fun. We won't carry on. Crazy girls like make this stallion. But my girlfriend they turn me on. That's why I hold on tight. Hold on, yeah. Hold on tight. Hold on, yeah. That's why I hold on tight. Hold on, yeah. Hold on tight. Hold on, yeah.
Girl, I don't really care about your body type. What really matter about your vibe? I be the one for you, one for you. Don't really have to be the one to go. Ain't nobody fine like you. Girl, I be the one for you, one for you. And I feel like I've known you my whole life. Feel like I need you in my life. Nobody if you tell me otherwise. This baby will be mine. I feel like I've known you my whole life. Feel like I need you in my life. Nobody if you tell me otherwise. Everybody does it. Some of me I know they like. Mama me and it, mama me and it, mama me and it, mama me and it. Everybody does it. Some of me I know they like. Mama me and it, mama me and it, mama me and it, mama me and it, mama me and it. Everybody does it.
Charge my energy, I no get time for no enemy.
DJ Tobad.
Nothing with person never see. I'm on nothing with person never see. Forget it, I say bashi. Money soon expected. Take our body, I jump. I take her to the best. Check jelly, check. I'm in the answer, then yes sir. Then I'm in the answer, yes sir. Respect is reciprocal, even though una know say I special. Anybody, when no one to search it. Anybody, when no the carry body. I can't something, I can't something. Go back to fele, I can't something.
Hey mami, oh party, see what you carry. No more any money, more. Make a body gonna want. Give it to me sharply.